It's always something. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new live. Remember yesterday, my oven not working. That's number one. Number two, I was disappointed in the pizza, but it wasn't my fault. It was really and truly the oven. The oven decided that it wasn't going to bake anything halfway through, whenever. So I'm suspecting, based on that, the sweet potato bread, we had that issue with the oven and everything else. Okay. So today we're going to be making some blueberry loaves. It is not a redemption episode. This is a new one because we really didn't fail at many of our sourdough recipes, which I'm looking back. I went through all my lives. We really never failed at a lot. It was just a select few. So the sweet potato bread, the hot dog buns, the banana bread, and the pizza, which needs a redemption story from the redemption pizza. And we made something else. I don't remember. Sweet potato bread. Anyways, so we're going to start. As you know, I'm using my discard. My discard is Fred. And we're going to have a good time with him today. So for the actual blueberries, I'm doing something a little different. Usually people do blueberry and lemons. I'm going to do blueberry with a little bit of orange up in here. You already know. Okay. So I'm going to show you Fred. Oh, we also need some eggs. Let me just get the live chat here. So this is Junior. This is what we've been using the entire time. Can you see him? Yes, you can. We've been using this for this redemption week in August. And I need to make a dent. Okay, I need to make a dent in it. But clearly, it's not going to happen. So this is our discard. This is Fred Jr. I just opened it and it smells really delicious, which is something that I absolutely love. Okay. I'm not a sourdough expert, but I am 100% into the sourdough thing. I love the smell of it. Actually, I love the smell of anything yeasty before it's cooked. Okay. So if you're joining, this is a Sourdough Bake-a-thon, our redemption series. But this episode, this is a brand new recipe that I'm sharing with you guys. It's a blueberry orange loaf, not lemon. Okay, so we're going to add the discard. See, I'm holding it like a baby on my hip. Like, come on now. We are going to add 100 grams of discard. I like scooping this out first because it tends to be a lot more than I need. So that scoop was about 75 grams. This will bring me a little over 100, which is about 104 grams. So that's not gonna do anything to my recipe. But if you're gonna go over by like 110 or 120 grams, I don't know what's gonna happen to you, okay? I can't promise you it's gonna work. I will say I try to be precise with the discard only because if I'm not, the product will be gummy. It will be dense. It will be everything but delicious. Because no, I'm not eating something that's supposed to be bread and it feels like dumpling. I'm not doing that. No, no, no. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to melt my butter because we need melted butter. And I'll explain that in a bit. So we have our discard here. And for the milk, we're going to add 120 grams. This is just room temperature milk. Nothing fancy. It's not warm, anything of the sort. Room temperature. And then I'm going to add my sugar. Let me put this to the side. The sugar that I'm adding, I'm using light brown sugar and a mixture of white. I love the combination in some of my bake products. you'll get a nice browned color for your crust. And then you'll also get like I want to say like a crinkle top, but it's not fully crinkle. You'll get more crunch on the top because of the white sugar. That's what white sugar really does. I'm just taking out the vanilla bean that we have here. So I'm just going to add it in. So that's about 75 grams of sugar. Now I use 50 grams brown sugar and 25 grams white sugar. I'm telling you all my secrets. I don't usually do that. But since we're making this for the first time, why not? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to make it again and I'm going to change the recipe. It is what it is. Okay, we're going to mix this in just so that it's fully incorporated. I got to make sure you're seeing this to make sure it's fully incorporated. Now, typically, if this was not a yeast product, I would add the salt in here. I'm not adding the salt in here because, baby, I don't want to take the chance of this thing not working out because I decided to put salt in here. Some people might say, well, it doesn't make a difference. It might not for you. Okay, it does for me. All right, and if you're able to see the poll, don't forget to vote for what you want to see tomorrow because we have 2 more days of this bake-a-thon. Okay, hot dog buns needs to be one of them. So what we make tomorrow, if it's not chosen, we make it the next day. You only have 2 options. Okay, so we mix this in. I never have everything. We need flavor. So I'm going to be using vanilla. You know I love me some vanilla. However, if you have almond extract, you can. So I have both. I have a lot. So if you want, you can do vanilla and almond extract. If not, you can simply just do vanilla. You know I am a 1 tablespoon type of girl when it comes to vanilla. However, we're going to be using half a tablespoon. We're not going to be using as much because, one, my white sugar is infused with vanilla bean. So it's going to be vanilla overload. And I don't want that. I actually want the orange to just come through. So that's what's going to happen. And if you want a more potent flavor, before adding the sugar, add your lemon zest to the sugar, break it up, rub it in, because then the oils will be extracted into the sugar, so you'll have more flavor. Like, you'll still get flavor doing it like how I'm doing it right now, but my brain went fast. I was supposed to do it the opposite way, but you know, you want more flavor, add it to the sugar first, rub it in so the sugar soaks up all the oils from the zest, and boom. It's going to be nice and flavorful. You don't even have to add the juice because I'm not adding the juice. Okay, so this is discard sugar and vanilla. Okay, 100 grams discard, which is about half cup. 75 grams of sugar, not quite half cup. Milk is also in here, 120 grams. That is going to be about half cup of milk. And there's no salt in here yet. Okay, half teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just gonna, I already washed my orange. I'm just gonna zest it in here. Probably gonna use half, not a full whole. Maybe I'll use a whole because it's not that big. If it's a huge orange, honestly, just use half of it. If it's like this size, you can possibly use the whole thing, depending on the flavor you're going for, how bright you want this to taste. Because it's blueberries. I love blueberry lemon anything, but I also love blueberry orange anything. So we're going to add that in. I'm not using the juice, but if you did want to use the juice, instead of adding milk, you could have just added the juice. So it would still be the 120 grams, but it will be 120 grams of your orange juice. This will probably be like 2 or 3 oranges, depending on how big your oranges are. But I'm excited. I'm hopeful that we don't have any issues today. But, you know, it wouldn't be my live stream if we just went without issues. I'm telling you, it's always something. There's always something. Something stopped working. Something didn't rise. Something's too soft. It's like, can we have a normal bake day where I can tell these people and show them that I'm not crazy? I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I just added my zest. I don't know what you want to call this, a medium size. This is probably a small orange compared to what oranges typically look like. So we're going to just mix it in. We also have to add butter, which I'm about to get. I just want to make sure everything is mixed in properly. No issues. And it smells good. I love how it smells with the yeast. And if you hear me say yeast, I'm really talking about my discard, okay? Because that is just yeast heaven. All right, so we have melted butter. Now, if you do not want to use butter, you can use a neutral oil. Or, if it were me, I would use coconut oil. Listen, my brain, it's been a long day, okay? I would use coconut oil if it was me. But I didn't take out my coconut oil in time. I didn't want to fight with it. We're using butter. So we're going to add 60 grams of melted butter. That is going to be about 1/4 cup. Okay? So if you don't want to use butter, use oil and use the same measurements. It is going to be 60 grams. Okay, which is 1/4 cup. So we're going to mix it in. Everything is smelling really good. Depending on the flavor, the scent that's coming up from this, I might adjust and maybe add some more vanilla depending on how everything smells afterwards. But as of right now, it is going to be a 1/2 tablespoon. Now we're going to add egg. This is room temperature just because I had it sitting out. The egg is 1. If a recipe calls for 500 grams, 50 grams, they're calling for 1 egg, okay? So in case you didn't know, that's what it is. So 1 egg usually weighs between 48 and 52 grams. Sometimes the bigger ones are like 56 grams, but it's technically 1 egg if they ask for 50 grams. Okay? So we're just mixing this in. I got to make sure I have everything. I'm ticking off as I go because 1, I don't want to miss anything. Reason being, it's always something, okay? There is always something that's going on in this house when we are baking. So this is mixed in. I want to make sure all the egg is good and I don't have streaks of white anywhere around. And technically, this is the only time I can like really, really mix it up like this. Because once I put in the dry ingredients, it's a wrap. And we're doing things a little different today. We're not using this big boy because it's not working properly. So I have a mini oven that we're going to do. So things are going to look just slightly different. Okay. So we've mixed all the wet ingredients. Right? So that's what we have here. And now I'm going to blend up my dry ingredients. So I have flour, This is 200 grams of all-purpose flour. Again, I don't use anything but. Maybe I should venture out into other flours, but as of right now, that's all I'm using. Okay. So that is all-purpose flour. 200 grams, which is about 1.5 cups plus 2 tablespoons. I would settle at 1.5 cups. I'm just telling you how I would do this. So that's the flour. We're going to add in the salt. That is 1 teaspoon of salt, which is about 5 grams. You're going to just mix it in. Because even though the salt is in the flour, once it gets into the wet ingredients, it's not, the salt isn't going to just be all at once. It's combined with the flour. That's why I separate it, because I really don't want any issues when it comes to my products. Okay. And we have baking soda. I am learning that sometimes things like the cakes and the loaves that I make, like the loaf cakes, the muffins that I make with my sourdough discard, they need a little help, not for the sake of rising, but it actually helps with the texture. It helps with the crumb structure. And since the sourdough is acidic, it neutralizes it, which is a good thing. Okay, for the baking soda, it is going to be 5 grams, which is about 1 teaspoon. Okay, now we're going to add some spice. You can add whatever you want. You can add, I was going to say salt and pepper. You can add cinnamon. I wouldn't put nutmeg, but you can add nutmeg if you want. But you can even add ginger. What I like to do is I like to add spices based on what I want to shine. So if you're using citrus, find spices that pair well with the citrus. I mean, just Google it. I Google it all the time, but I also have a book that tells me. Just find it. So figure out, okay, you're using blueberries, but you're also using citrus. So figure out what you want to make the citrus shine and also complement it. And today we're going to use cardamom. Don't ask me if it's going to work. I know it's going to taste good. Okay. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon because this is a rich spice, but it also has an amazing flavor. And I don't think it gets a lot of love outside of certain communities, right? But I like using it. I like putting it in my pie crust sometimes, depending on what the filling is. I do all sorts of stuff. This is me. I experiment because, sure, I look chaotic sometimes, most of the times. It's okay. But I know what I do, and I know how much I experiment and all the flavors that I like and how things are supposed to look and all that good stuff. Okay. So this is our dry ingredients. This is salt, flour, baking soda, and spice. That's what I would do. Mix all your spices in with the flour, or you can add your spices to the wet ingredients. I do it either way. Today I'm just adding it in with the flour. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside. Now I have to set up my oven. Okay. So we have this blueberry. These are fresh blueberries. I do have frozen. I'm not using frozen, but if you do have frozen blueberries, you are able to use them. Okay. Just make sure you take them out like right before you add it, because the worst thing is to have soggy blueberries. I'm not here for that at all. Okay, if you are in the chat, I'm unable to actually see any messages. I'm not even sure why this is happening. I just looked at my laptop and there was a chat. I'm so sorry, guys. But hello, if you're saying something to me, if you said something to me, hi, welcome. I'm just not able to actually see the chat. I don't even know. Just give me 1 second. I do have to document this because I've been having issues with my live stream and I keep telling YouTube. So if you're in my chat, say something. I want to see if it actually pops up because it's not populating here and it's not populating on my other screen. And I really think I can only see it on my laptop. Yeah. So I see someone, Ninja, said hello. Nice to meet you, Ninja. Thanks for joining. But I am not sure what's going on. Okay. Either way, we're going to continue. Okay. So let me set up my contraption. We're not using the big board. The big board needs to be fixed. He needs to be looked at. And I just don't want any issues. So I'm just putting this board down. I'm going to get my little oven. So I set up like a show kitchen in my basement, but we're just not able to use it yet because I had a mishap downstairs. It's just not, we're not able to use it. So I just brought this up from downstairs because why not? Okay. We gotta use, oh, that's not a good sight. We gotta use what we have. I even have a toaster oven. I don't know if the toaster oven was gonna work. Is it on? Okay. So I'm gonna move this so that you have a better line of sight here. But we're gonna, it's just so chaotic. I'm telling you, there's never a moment where we can have a live stream without any drama. It's like, I feel like I'm living in a movie. Like there's just never a moment. There's always, always, always something. Okay, are you able to see this? Yeah, you are. And you should be able to see it bake on the side. Okay. So I really hope this works. I'm putting it out here. I've never used this before. Okay. And again, if you're joining and you're in my chat and you're saying something, I can't see anything. My chat disappeared. Okay. We are doing 7 days of sourdough. Yesterday we made pizza. The oven decided that it was not going to work. Why? My pizza was in the oven for 15 minutes and it was still white. No color, nothing. Okay. So we are using a temporary fix. This is my first time using it. I have to laugh because I already know. Wait, what are you doing? Okay. What? We're gonna preheat. Is it baked? Yeah, it is baked. Why am I baking at 325? I usually bake at 350. Okay. Okay, it's preheating. Does it need to preheat for 30 minutes? It shouldn't need that long. How do you guys work this thing? I am used to the conventional oven, all these contraptions. Okay? It's looking like it's on and preheating. And I put it on that little cutting board because I don't want any mishaps happening here. Okay? Let me just move my plants because I don't even know what's happening. We're going to let it preheat. Can y'all see that going on? Oh, yeah, you can. Okay. So this is like an air fryer. It's also a convection oven and an oven all wrapped up in one. Listen here, child. Give me the big oven any day of the week. So we're going to let this preheat. I just want to make sure. I know the top's going to get hot. But it's looking good, right? It's looking good. We got this. We're going to make this work. And I'm going to put this here so you have the line of sight for when it actually goes into the oven. Right? So I decided that I am going to make my loaves mini loaves. So I have these cute little mini loaf pans, right? And we're gonna bake it. I'm confused. I'm concerned. I'm confused and concerned. However, we're gonna make it work. Okay, so these are the blueberries that we are gonna be using. This is the flour, and I'm gonna try to toss it in some flour. Try to. Just not even doing anything. Okay, yeah, we're tossing them up in some flour. This apparently is to prevent them from sticking. But unlike the strawberries, these guys you'll see the small pockets of the blueberries. Instead, the strawberries were like, peekaboo, maybe I was here. It's like, what is this? It's like, was the strawberry even here? Why is it not red? Like, but you should be able to still see the blue. Okay. Any excess flour that's here, we're going to toss it back into the bowl while we're doing this. All right. This is our mixture. I'm going to move you to the side here so that you can see what's happening. This is our discard, our milk, our butter, our I was going to say lemon zest, then I said coconut zest, orange zest, my goodness, vanilla, sugar, and egg. Okay. Oh, I can't add you yet. You heated up too quickly. What is happening? This is flour, salt, baking. That's how fast these things work. Oh my gosh, I need to come into modern technology. Flour, salt, baking soda, and I have cardamom in here. Okay. Listen, I don't use modern technology like this. A microwave is as close as I get. We're going to add the dry into our wet ingredients. And we're going to just mix it in lightly. Okay. Nothing too fast because you don't want it to be dry and tough. Have you ever had a muffin that's just tough? Like hard? We don't want that. That's not the life for us. Okay. So it's almost moist. And we're going to add the blueberries. We're just going to fold them in on themselves. Make sure all the flour is soaked up. Some spots are going to have more blueberry than others. But if you put a nice amount, not overflow, but a nice decent amount, you should have blueberries in like every bite. Because there's nothing worse, and I've made some for my personal consumption, than eating into a muffin, a loaf, or whatever that says, hey, this is a so-and-so, and there's none. Listen, I bought a bun. A bun came up to me from Antigua, okay? It had one raisin. I cut the bun, there was one raisin. How? No. I shouldn't have to pay for that. I shouldn't have to pay for that. Okay. We're good. This is all nice and moist. I'm not going to mix it anymore because I don't necessarily want gluten development. This ain't bread, right? So as you can see, this is what the mixture is going to look like. This is what it's looking like. Hi, Jimmy. This is what it's looking like, okay? You can see that it's not smooth. You don't want it to be smooth and runny. You just want it to be like rigid like that. It'll be fine. Okay, let me get the pans because I don't understand. Technically, if I was doing this for an order, I would weigh it. I ain't weighing it today. I don't have the time. I would weigh it to make sure each of them are equal. and we're good. We're just going to go by scoops. We're going to just add, and we're going to hope for the best. I don't want to fill it too much because I don't want it to overflow, right? So we're going to just fill enough. We might need a fourth container, I should say. Yes, and I have one. I just need to get some butter to butter it up. I don't know how much they're gonna rise. Maybe we'll add another one. Maybe we'll just use 3. Call it a day. Smooth it out. Yeah. See? I don't want them to overflow. I don't want it to be like, oh, look at me. I got life going on. No. We need to be nice and uniformed. But again, there's never a moment where we can have a regular bake day. Okay? It's always something. But hopefully this works. No issues. You have nice speck of orange throughout. So you're going to get beautiful flavor. Okay? And what I am also going to do, if I can hurry up, I am going to just stick some blueberries in the top. Just stick them. And this is how I end up with all these dishes. This one's a little more full than others, but that's okay. And I also grease the sides lightly. Now, y'all know I don't like baking in these things or any pans without parchment, but these mini loaves are meant to be like given as gifts and stuff like that. So we're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to bake them in them and hopefully it falls out. Okay. Okay. Wait. Oh, is that how you start? Wait, what? Oh no. Why aren't you stopping? Listen. Oh, geez. I need y'all to understand. It's not that I don't know how to use it. It's the fact that this is my first time using it. And I'm doing it on live. Hey, T. I'm doing it live. These guys are probably going to take about 15 minutes. So maybe I can start, let it warm back up. It's set for 30 minutes. Why even at 30 minutes? How does it work? Okay, there we go. Okay. It's doing something. It's doing something. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I can't see anything on this chat, but I can see something on this chat. And I see something over here. All right, guys. Something's going on with my chat. So, again, I'm not ignoring you if you don't hear me respond to you or say hi to you. It's really because my chat disappeared. Okay. We're good. Don't ask me how this is going to look. It's going to work. Okay. So, I do have to be careful because I don't want this to actually come off of the stand that I have it on. So, I got to be careful now, okay? So, I'm going to move you guys here. Well, you have 3 to choose from. So, maybe you can get one. And since Mr. Perfection isn't here yet, he gets to share one. Okay. So, again, my regular oven decided that, wait, why did the light turn down? What's going on? Are you at temperature? I don't even know what's happening. My oven decided that it wasn't going to work. Yesterday when we made pizza. So, I had to come in with reinforcements. What are you doing? Ow, don't burn me. Wait. Is this how this supposed to work? Lord Jesus. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, we're good. Right? It does look like it has the most blueberries. I'm telling you, it's smacked and packed. But watch the one in the middle or the littlest one be the one that rises up. Oh, I like this kind of view. Okay, y'all get to watch it. Y'all get to watch it. Okay, you got to watch it bake. And I get to see without actually opening the oven and turning on the light. What? Listen, this might be a new feature in our sourdough bakes. Oh, yeah. Because I don't know what's going on with this little oven here. I get to sit and watch this. Listen, I don't know. It's going to do what it's going to do. Hopefully, I get the smell, the same vibe, so I can tell if it's ready or not. Y'all already know, okay? There's the drama. But I'm excited. So excited. Okay, so if you're joining, this is our sourdough redemption series, but blueberries were never made with anything with sourdough. So it was voted for, and it's a new recipe. Based on what you vote for tomorrow, those two are redemption stuff. Okay, the cranberry muffins and the hot dog buns. Because why did I make biscotti? I set out to make hot dog bread, and I made biscotti. Never. No. Uh-uh. So we're gonna have a ball trying to figure that one out. And since we have a new and improved appliance, it might actually work out. Okay? It might actually work out. I'm excited. I'm excited. So a couple things if you're just joining. This is the blueberry orange loaf, not lemon. It's looking so good. Good, good. I'm gonna do a little shimmy. Hey. I'm excited. I hope I put enough butter because my dream is to have this just fall out gracefully, right? That's my dream. This is a blueberry orange sourdough loaf made with discard only. There is no yeast, commercial yeast. There's none. And we have brown and white sugar. Oh, I forgot to crumble it with some sugar because I was so focused on just getting this to work. That's fine. If you want to crumble, you can crumble with some sugar, or you can add a crumble top on it, which would be even more perfect. I am, girl. I am. I don't think you understand because this was downstairs in my basement because I set up a little like demo kitchen downstairs just so that we can do this. But then I had a little incident downstairs, so I have to clean it up and do all stuff all over again. So until then, okay. Listen, we can make pizza in here. So I think it's an oven, an air fryer, and a convection oven all at the same time. So you can make toast, you can bake, you can roast, you can make bagels. Oh no, you probably could toast bagels. Whatever. It says convection bake. You can broil. We can make pizza. I'm pretty sure we're going to make pizza again just for this. And then you can reheat, keep warm. You can also dehydrate with this one. Slow cook, make popcorn. And then for the air fryer section, it says that you can do fries, wings, bacon, vegetables, snacks, and seafood. I mean, I think that's just the time preset. You can press it and that will be what it is. But I'm excited because these are looking good. Good, good, good. First of all, are you going to get some color? Or do I have to like what are you doing? Are you getting some color? Is it going to be giving me color? Or do I have to put it on broil to get color? Oh no, the top is going. Okay, it's going. It's going. Yeah, no, I'm sold on this now. I'm sold on this. I'm really sold on this. Instead of having like multiple different things, boom, bam, right? Watch my whole CVs transform because we'll only be using this. Only. I'll find a way to cook pasta in this, okay? Listen, I like easy, simple, and quick. Easy, simple, and quick, baby. That's really what it's all about right now. But it's smelling good. I'm starting to see some color. Oh, why am I saying this like y'all can't see it? Observe. I'm so excited. Like this POV is awesome. And then you have me over here narrating the whole thing, talking about, yes, welcome to the wonderful world of Q. Oh, this is nice. Okay. It's rising nicely. The crumb is looking nice and soft. Interesting. This is good. This is good stuff. Shout out for my friend for telling me, why don't I bring the oven upstairs? Because I was going to move the whole operation downstairs, but it's not ready yet. Right? So we good to go. This was at like 18 minutes. So we got some time. Oh, yeah. This would have been perfect with a nice crumble coating on top. Oh, guys. Oh, ooh, that blueberry is about to pop. Oh, my goodness. I'm like a kid in the candy store. You would think I've never used anything outside of an oven before. You would think. But I get excited, man. This is oof. Okay. How are the votes looking? Y'all need to tell me what's going on with the votes. We have. Wait. Why y'all don't want to see hot dog buns? It's summer. Y'all can do hot dog buns. Y'all can barbecue. Why nobody want to see hot dog buns? It looks like, ooh, the smell. Amazing. The middle one is getting nice and colored. Oh, the one on the side looks like it's struggling for some color. I really hope it browns evenly. We'll see. But it's looking good. It's looking like a whole snack. I don't think y'all understand how excited I am. Because I was so stressed out yesterday. Notice y'all didn't get a video, you got a short. So stressed out yesterday because the oven stopped working. Like, how dare you? Like, why? But I'm excited. We got to experience yeah, a new thing. This is good. This is really good. Maybe I'll get a table and just, because now I'm thinking how to make it a permanent fixture in my kitchen. Right? Like I want to put it somewhere because I don't have a lot of counter space. I want to put it somewhere so that all we got to do is like bake. But it's good here for now. It's far. Oh, yes. And guys, I will like to say, because I'm the queen of multitasking and multiple uses, you can turn this recipe into a muffin. You really can. Because I'm looking at the way it's baking. I'm looking at how the crumb structure is looking. If you don't want a loaf, turn it into muffins. Mini muffins, large muffins. You can turn it into that. Or if you don't want either of those things, yes, it's starting to brown nicely. If you don't want either of those things, you can turn it into kind of like a cake bar. So instead of Instead of a pan that gives you height, put it in a long pan. So instead of a deep pan, put it in a long one, long, shallow. And then it will bake nicely. You can put whatever topping you want on there and cut it up like bars. Oh, it's smelling nicely. It's looking good. You know, maybe it's a good thing the oven stopped working. I don't have to struggle anymore. What? Oh, it is smelling nice. It's looking nice. They rose. Obviously, these two got more than this one, but I have dibs on the one in the middle. Something about that one just looks elegant. It looks eloquent. It looks so good. The one in the middle. I mean, they all look good in their own way, but the one in the middle just seems like they were just perfectly. The blueberries were picked just for this loaf. And now I'm thinking, do you know how amazing it would look to watch a pizza bake? Woo! Baby. Oh, we're going to do a redemption for the redemption pizza. We are going to do it. Oh, great. We are making muffins tomorrow, right? I don't think my muffin pan is going to fit. Oh, great. Now we have a problem. Now we have a problem. Now I need to fix this problem. Okay, so this has 6 minutes left, but I did start it at 18 minutes. So I'll know when I want to pull it out, but it smells good. And I like how it is. Yeah, let me tell you. Middle one, that's my guy. This one is good. But this one right here, that's my guy. That's mine. Y'all can share the rest. I love imperfectly baked things because as a muffin, seeing that top just open up and you have the blueberries just oozing, oh, it does something to me, child. It does something to me. It really does. Okay, so at the 5-minute mark, I'm gonna open it just to check it, just to see. But it's looking good. The blueberries, I just hope the blueberries don't, like, when I open this, they decide to go splat. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my bad. I have to buy new ones. You know, my disrespectful oven did this. All right. So I'm just gonna move you to the side. Don't fall. Oh, yes. Sorry, I get excited. Can we not? Do I have to use my hands? Can y'all see this? Look at this beautiful thing. It's not ready yet because it's still, I can see the movement, but it's good. We're gonna let it go some more. Come on, you need more space. I just have to touch it to feel. I don't even have to put a toothpick in yet. Ah! Did y'all see how pretty that was? That was pretty. That is pretty. Get you back up in here. There we go. That was very pretty. It is looking like this will probably take about 20 minutes. But I'm impressed. Maybe I'll turn down the temp just a little. Because I don't want it to, I love the color on the top. I don't want it to get super dark, but I want the middle to be cooked all the way through. Oh, I'm so excited. And I like, okay, I like that I can change the temperature and change the time even while it's baking. Okay, okay. Again, this is my first time, right? So we just gonna play with it. Oh, hey, Mr. Perfection. Before you ask, okay, you get to share half of one. Yes, it's a good improvisation. It's good. It's good. It's good. You know, as a child, when my aunt used to bake, that's all I would do. And my aunt, like my great aunt and her daughter, I'll just sit down by the stuff and be like this, like ooh, watch them, help them bake, help them cook. It was a big part of my childhood, which I enjoy because I love me some baking. This is good. I'm so happy. I was like, y'all understand? Coming from yesterday, okay. Sir, you're late. T gets one. Jumia already claimed one, and I claim one. I don't know how you're gonna get half of a half when all are gone. How are you gonna get half of a half when they're all gone? Fine. I'll give you a portion of mine because I know T ain't sharing with you. T is not gonna share. I'll share. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me get my Q-tip. Q-tip. If you're watching me, I need you to understand that I call things different things if my brain takes it there. This is the Q-tip I was referring to. Toothpick. uh, oh my goodness. Oh, look at you being all, y'all are being so loving and sharing. Yeah, I only made 3. That's true. We do have to share. Okay, so when the timer goes off, I'm going to pull them out, actually check them thoroughly, and if they need to actually go back. But do y'all see that one? Look at this one. Look at, oh, so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Like, I love the crack. I love the crack. That is, it's still raw. I can see it. It's still raw. But that's how you know the sourdough is working, baby. Oh, I'm coming. Don't turn off. You only beep once? Suppose I'm upstairs doing something. You're supposed to beep multiple times. Oh, jeez. Okay. Of course, yes. My stove was being ghetto. Okay, it was being a hater. It was holding me back. Like, how dare you? Okay, I'm gonna keep the heat in. We're just gonna check. It is still raw. I can tell. There we go. It's still raw. And what I just did could possibly deflate it. But it's okay. Jumi's getting the deflated one. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna rotate. Yeah. All right. We're gonna rotate. We're gonna check you. Can y'all see? Okay. Maybe, maybe not. That's still a little raw. See, this is always my dilemma because top browns nicely, sides are cooked, bottom is cooked. It's that middle, baby. That middle is like, maybe. This one looks like it's done. Yeah, this one might be done. Listen, I can't rush. Okay, it's hot. I know I'm letting all the heat out, but this ain't a regular oven. It's fine. As soon as the heat goes off, as soon as it goes off, it's done. Why are you moving? Don't move. Okay, bake. How this work? No. We need possibly, probably less than 10 minutes. Y'all already added the food. What you talking about? I'm wondering if we put the convection section on, if it would make a difference, but I'm not going to play around with it with this. When we're not on live, I will experiment. So I'm going to double check this one. This one looks like it's done. Needs a little more time. It's a tad bit more time. But it's not going to need a lot of time compared to the other two. All right. We're back in business. Mr. Perfection. I know it's an oven, right? But it's a new appliance. So I got to take my time and figure it out. I do realize once I pull it out, once the timer goes off, it cools down. So it doesn't really matter what, it'll cool down. So I get to add heat again. I just don't want it to be browner on the top. Maybe foil, maybe lower heat, maybe we'll figure it out. Right now it's at 345, maybe 340, maybe even 300 might work. I just need it to dry out. It's still moist inside. It's almost cooked. And as I said before, it is and now because you said it's going to be a clumsy episode, watch something happen. Shh. When things are baking, they usually bake so it's bottom, sides, and it moves its way up like a circle. It moves away like this or like this, but it's bottom, sides, up, and then the middle takes a little while. And it seems like things are baked, from what I'm noticing so far, in like a circular motion. So it bakes, 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 and then you have the middle. That's why they always test the middle last, because the outside could be done, but the middle is not. But what I'll do is I'll drizzle it with some ice and sugar and lemon juice or orange juice. You smell like you're burning, but you smell good. Look at the color. Yo, my oven was holding me back. Look at the even color. What? You're such a hater. You've been good to me for so long, but now you're a hater. It's okay. I still love you, though. We've been through a lot. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, that's not what I want to happen. Same thing with my oven. Once I smell we got to take care of it. Once I smell a smell, we got to take care of it. That's the one I'm smelling. For sure. You can see it. That's it right there. I'm smelling this. So much better. It's not going to need the full 10 minutes. It probably really just needed, that's a lot of blueberries up in here. Yeah, perfect. I know what I smell when I smell it. So I got to make sure it's right. Same with this guy here. I want to double check it to make sure. Oh, we improvising today for sure, for sure. So as you can see, it came out smooth. The only thing is just crumbs coming out. Sure, your top might be a little darker. It's not burnt. Yeah, that one's also good. Let's check the baby. Are you about to embarrass me on live stream? Don't do this. Okay. So the top is a little seasoned. Yeah, so it really just needed like maybe like a 10, not 10. Stop. Turn off. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, come on, dog. I was having a good moment. Listen, these are our mini loaves. And I mixed them up, but I know which one I want. These are the mini loaves that we made today in our new and improved oven because the big guy wasn't working. Okay, these guys are sourdough discard loaves. We're gonna cool them because we're not gonna cut into this one. Gonna cool it. I have a wire rack that I'm gonna put them on just so that it's properly ventilated, right? Listen, it's just all over the place. I don't have a lot of counter space, so I gotta make sure I'm using the space wisely. And yes, I am touching the pans fresh out of the oven. Don't do it. You might burn yourself, okay? They are a bit warm. I'm not touching where the product is because it will be extremely hot and I will burn myself. But they pull away from the sides nicely, okay? Outside of the crust, it is soft on the inside. I can tell. It's spongy. But I actually like a loaf cake with character. I do. Now, do I have to get used to the oven and the timing of what I really need, like how to time things in it? Yes, because this is a new appliance for me. However, it works. Once you drizzle it with ice and sugar, or you even sprinkle it with powdered sugar, the top actually softens because of the sugar content, right? If you wanted to, you could have put a crumb top. So think apple crumble. You could have sprinkled some of that topping on there. Then you'll have a blueberry crumble loaf. These are just little things that you can do with this one thing. For your ice and sugar drizzle, instead of using water, you can use lemon juice or orange juice. I have orange in here, orange zest, so I will make an orange juice flavored drizzle. Gives it a nice additional flavor. You can do that. If you don't, prior to baking, you didn't want a crumble, you can sprinkle some sugar. You'll get a nice crust. I didn't do that, and I don't have to do it. Reason being, this mixture has white sugar and brown sugar, and the white sugar is the one that causes the crust, right? Brown sugar would have made it a little softer. You'll still might have a crust, but it'll be a little softer. Brown sugar is usually the ones that make a nice crust. From my experience, white sugar. If I said brown just now, my apologies. Right? So we got it going on. It's here. It's looking good. It smells delicious. I'm loving all the blueberries, the poppage, and everything. I know once I cut into it, I would have blueberry specks all around, which is a good thing. Okay. So shout out. What's her name? Her name is Gourmia. Okay. Shout out to Gourmia. Shout out Gourmia for coming in clutch, because I don't even know. Whirlpool decided to, break down on me, but it's been good to me. But yeah, so we're going to be using this from now on until I can actually sort out my oven. We're going to be using this. So there will be a moment in the live stream where it's like, ooh, what is that? It's just the setup. Okay. Maybe I'll make it a little different. Who knows? But as for now, I'm excited. Let's take a close up of it. Listen, I say things, my brain goes, but this is a close up of your beautiful, beautiful lemon loaf. No. Orange, blueberry loaf. I say lemon because lemon usually goes with blueberries, but you can also use orange. This is the big guy. Look how beautiful that is. Gorgeous. And then this is the other one. I just love it. Like, do you see the texture? I love it. I love imperfectly baked things. That is why I said I wanted the middle guy. See, this is the middle guy right here. I like imperfectly perfect things. I feel so good. I feel like I could talk to you guys now. I feel so good. Okay. This wasn't stressful by any means. This was really good. So we're going to be using Gourmia for the rest, as long as we can. Let me know. What's the vote? What are we making tomorrow so I know? Yeah, it reminds me of a rock bun for real, but I know it's nice and soft on the inside. Who's leading the votes? So I know what we're making. Oh, we're making cranberry muffins. I think it's big enough to hold my muffin pan. Probably not. It's okay. We'll make it work. Okay, that is it for this live. I am going to, once I drizzle it, I'm not drizzling it now. It has to cool. Once I drizzle it and cut it, you will see the picture on the community tab, and you will also see an updated photo on the thumbnail for this video. Because, baby, okay, this is like the best thing I ever made. And I've made good things before. I'm so excited. I'm excited to taste it. It smells amazing. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks, Jimmy, for joining. Jimmy, not Jimmy, right? I did say Jimmy. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Subscribe, tell a friend, come on over. Okay, it's a fun place to be. I'm just saying, we have a lot of fun over here. And you guys get to tell me what you want me to make. Right? All good. Thank you so much for joining. And I will see you back here for another video and another live. Bye.